Hello everyone, this is Dotman, and this will be a series I'm recording for the Mentor versus Midshipmen game in the Vulcan sector that I'll be playing the Mentor position, and I'm going to try to show you guys a couple things about getting your economy going and getting you in good shape for the mid and late game in VGAP-Nu. So, let's get started with the first turn. There's not much to do on the first turn, but it's a little interesting. You get to check out the star map and have a look and see what the planet layout looks like. Now in this game, of course, I'm in the middle. Everybody else is around me, but normally you'd be starting off somewhere on the sides here. And let's take a look and see what kinds of planet clusters we have on this map. Let's see, okay, I've got a little cluster right here. Not too much going on up here. Maybe a couple other ones down here I can try to colonize. Not really a great setup for me, but not awful either. I always prefer to have sometimes these big clusters or something like that, where you can easily get a lot of planets and hide your position. But let's get started. First I'm going to take a look at my home world. And one of the first things I'm going to do is build some factories on my planet, make sure that's maxed out. And then I'm going to go and max out my mines too. Now, some players may not do this at some of the higher levels, but I want to make sure, especially just starting out here, that we've got plenty of minerals coming in for future starship builds. And that's good. Next, I'm going to go ahead and set a tax rate. And I'm going to tax to -30 happiness. One big tax this turn. I'm going to get a whole bunch of mega credits right now. And then in future turns, I'm going to let them recover. And this is a tax strategy that we'll talk about later, but for right now, I'm going to just go and set this and get the mega credits flowing. And that's all I'm going to do on my homeworld right now. Next, I'm going to take a look at my medium deep space freighter that I get for free. And load this guy up with some fuel. About 150 clans I like to do. And 50 supplies, and this is going to enable me to send this out and start colonizing some of these worlds along here. Now with my first ship loaded up with some clans and supplies, I got to think about how I'm going to send this out. And I think what I'm going to do is kind of send this freighter out to here. Make sure to set a speed, and then kind of up this way. And then maybe up here and maybe back here, depending on what I find. I'm going to planet hop so I can't be seen with it. The idea behind going this way instead of this way is that there aren't too many planets over here, and I'm going to have to go into deep space to get to these guys. I don't want to do that on the first couple turns, although I'm going to have to do it soon. So maybe I'll send a warship at some point up here and down here, and down over here, or maybe down even to this section of planets down here. But for this turn, I'm just going to set my freighter to go to this planet. Finally, on the first turn, the last thing we need to do is build a starship at our starbase. I'm going to hit build ship. And for the colonies, my favorite first ship is the Cobalt Cruiser. You can see it's got this bioscan, so it can detect native life when sensor sweeping. That'll help me find the good native planets up front. And it also has the ram scoop, so it generates its own fuel. It's a great little ship. I'm going to put transwarps on it and X-ray lasers, and I'm going to start out with Mark IV photons. So this is a good build to start with. I'm going to hit build, and I'm good to go. I'll go back to my dashboard and hit end turn.